Dear friends, welcome to Infos. Welcome to another video from Oil and Gas Training. Today we are discussing about wellhead control panel. In our earlier videos, we discussed wellhead operation, wellhead features, Christmas tree, wellhead testing, etc. etc. Today, what are the important monitoring and controlling safeguarding system associated with a wellhead? So for the safety of the operators, equipments and environment, what are the safety features? What are the control system? What are the monitoring devices in wellhead? Welcome to this video. So the content, the main content of this wellhead control panel, one is overview in general, what are the features on that one, then functions of wellhead control panel, and third is components of wellhead control panel. The picture you can see here is the well and the Christmas is connected. You were very well aware about wellhead application, wellhead operation, wellhead testing, etc. So this area is a control panel is there. So let us discuss what are the important features and functions and the constructional details of wellhead control panel. Welcome to this video. Overview, we can say that when the wellhead is the top part of the well leading down to the reservoir. Here it is there. This is the wellhead area and the Christmas tree. Oil from the reservoir comes out through the well hole in the production tubing. This is the production tubing. Outer casing is there. So the oil and or hydrocarbon is coming from this production tubing and going to the downstream process to the gathering center. The oil or gas flow from the well should be sufficient to make it commercially feasible. It consists of valves and equipments that control the wellhead pressure and flow. So the many different valves are there: lower master valve, upper master valve, wing valve, and swab valve is there. So various valves are there. Some safety valves, subsurface safety valve and surface safety valve, etc. are there. So these are mainly controlling the wellhead pressure and flow. So it consists of major valves are there. Wellhead equipment and its control are most crucial in the oil and gas field. So these all equipments are very crucial to protect the production process plus operators and environment and of course equipments as well. They avoid hazardous conditions in oil and gas plant. The hazardous is caused by flow of flammable material. You know hydrocarbon is a flammable material out of the well and a high pressure forming inside the well. In case high pressure forming in the well, it is a hazardous situation. Thus, the flow through the wellhead must be controlled and made fail safe. Fail safe means in any hazardous event, abnormal incident happening here, like a fire or pressure high or low pressure or high temperature or very high flow, a leak, etc. are the hazardous conditions. These conditions, the fail safe mode. So fail safe mode means some valve will open, some valve will be closed. We will discuss that one in detail. That is what is called fail safe. In instrumentation system, most of the shutdown valves and the control valves are working in a fail safe mode. You can visit, you can view my instrumentation module. It is well explained there. That is why the wellhead control panel are employed. So for the fail-safe activity operation of a wellhead system, entire wellhead system, we employed wellhead control panel. A wellhead control panel is a critical safety and control system used in the oil and gas production operation. It consists of a surface and a subsurface safety valve, V and SC, SSV, surface controlled safety valve and subsurface safety valve. Both are there on a wellhead to ensure safe operation and emergency shutdown. That is very important. We have discussed in many videos about what is emergency shutdown and how it is working, what is the logic behind it to protect the facility from abnormal and hazardous operation. So that also you can review. So these are it controls surface safety valve and subsurface safety valves and ensure safe operation and emergency shutdown whenever required. A wellhead control panel monitor and control, that is important, monitor and control valves at the wellhead to ensure safe and efficient oil and gas production. It will receive input signal from sensors, various signal sensor like pressure transmitter, temperature transmitter, flow transmitter, or fusible plug. Many are there. Sensors and safety systems generate output command to open or close valves, including surface and subsurface safety valves and other surface valve. So a couple of valve is linked with this safety system, ESD system, this logic system that will activate automatically in an event of emergency or hazardous condition. The purpose of a wellhead control valve is to monitor the subsurface controlled. The important word is monitor. Monitor and control. So it is monitoring continuously. So the purpose of wellhead control panel is to monitor the subsurface controlled safety valve, surface safety valve and other wellhead safety valve like choke, ESD and HIPS, high integrity pressure protection system, etc. for the safety of the well. So the entire safety of the well is monitoring by wellhead control panel. That is the core idea on WHCP. A wellhead control panel should prevent the risk of injury or damage to personnel, operators, or the environment or equipment. Wellhead control system is designed to be fail-safe. Earlier we explained that one, what is fail-safe. The wellhead will be programmed. The entire control panel system is programmed and controlled by a PLC, programmable logical control, or SCADA, or supervisory control acquisition data system. So the entire system is monitored regularly, continuously, and whenever necessary action can taken, the condition is arise. The wellhead control panel receives the input signal from various transmitters, that is a pressure transmitter like including pressure, temperature and flow in the wellhead. In addition, the main inputs are from emergency shutdown system, emergency push button or fusible plug. Fusible plug is also a indirect fire detection device. The output is generated. So input is from transmitters and safety system. The output is generated by reading these signals, which is usually a command to shut down the valves on the wellhead to ensure plant safety. So the output is generally a signal which is taking an action. All ESD system output is a result either to close a valve or open a valve or stop a pump or a compressor running equipment, etc., etc. That is the action from ESD system. The wellhead control panel employs both hydraulic and pneumatic components. SC surface controlled subsurface safety valve are mostly installed on land wells and that are operated by hydraulic power. So both the pneumatic and hydraulic power is using in wellhead control panel system. In case the wellhead control panel must include a hydraulic reservoir, so in that case hydraulic reservoir should be there and the pump system should be there and maintain pressure on the subsurface valves during normal operation. On the other hand, the wellhead control panel uses pneumatics for sensing and controlling surface safety valve. So in the subsurface system, mainly using hydraulic system, and surface system it is using pneumatic system, compressed air or available instrument gas. Hence, wellhead control panel is a collection of diverse control system that enable the control execution of plans and emergency shutdown. On land well, a separate wellhead control system is used for each well working high pressure. Land well mean desert onshore. The wellhead control system for offshore platforms are grouped into one or more panel. Each well control logic is kept distinct from the other wells to add or delete new wells as needed. Other than the basic components of the wellhead control panel consists a hydraulic reservoir, strainer, hydraulic pumps, accumulator, wellhead control module, and hydraulic lane, which supply and return to the wellhead control module. The hydraulic fluid inside the hydraulic reservoir operate the wellhead. The reservoir size is determined by the amount of fluid necessary for the valve functioning and the distance between reservoir and well. So a well equipped hydraulic system is there, including hydraulic reservoir, strainer, hydraulic pump, etc. The SC, SSV and SSV operate at a hydraulic pressure, surface controlled subsurface valve at high pressure, and SSV at a medium pressure. A hydraulic power pack or a hydraulic power unit is employed to meet the pressure requirement, which consists of a reservoir, hydraulic pump, and an accumulator. The reservoir stores hydraulic fluid, and there will be two hydraulic head and pump in each wellhead. Then each pump will have a strainer to filter the hydraulic fluid from any particulate, so that the hydraulic fluid is going to SSV, or SSV is clean and dirt free. Depending on the operational environment, hydraulics can be pneumatic driven or electronic driven. An accumulator will be employed downstream of the pump to achieve the desired pressure of SSV or SSV. Subsurface control or surface control. The accumulator hydraulic fluid at the header is supplied through hydraulic supply line to the wellhead control module when it is required. The accumulated hydraulic fluid in the header is controlling. The sequence of logic operating for surface controlled safety valve or surface safety valve are established at the wellhead control module. To control the flow or execute the ESD procedure, signals from the panel to go this wellhead control module. So all signal going to this wellhead control module, ESD signal. After receiving the control signal, the wellhead module will close the surface controlled subsurface safety valve or surface safety valve by sending high pressure and medium pressure respectively. The hydraulic fluid will return to hydraulic line by activating a three-way valve to close the valves. Main functions of wellhead control panel: shut down the well in the event of hazardous situation. Earlier we discussed one, like a fire or high pressure or high temperature or high flow or gas leak or low pressure. So many event we can design and club with this wellhead control panel. So it will, in any of this ESD system is activated, ESD logic is activated, then the well will be closed, shut down in the event of hazardous situation. Controls the critical security parameter, so the monitoring the entire wellhead system, well and wellhead system. Sequential startup or shutdown procedure. So we can do a uh, sequential startup from the beginning of a well after a long shutdown. Some maintenance work is taking place, so we can start up or shut down for a long maintenance or a long uh, isolation. We can do this one. That is also wellhead control panel, one of the function. Closely monitor and control surface controlled subsurface safety valve. Wellhead control panel employs separate hydraulic power unit that facilitate hydraulic pump, accumulator and reservoir. Special special push buttons are there used in the panel to close the wing valve. Wing valve means this one, the flow lane valve, and master valve this one, and surface controlled subsurface safety valve in the production tubing system. So this all valve we can use a special button. Manually we can push down or manually we can activate the ESD. That also possible. That also one of the functions of wellhead control panel. Components of wellhead control panel. So we can discuss that as well. Wellhead control panel is installed near the wellhead, but the main controlling part PLC or SCADA will be installed in a safe zone, maybe in the central control room or a local equipment room or like it is slightly away from the wellhead control panel. All logic signals sent to wellhead control panel are from control system, PLC or SCADA. The wellhead control panel near the wellhead will do the controlling action. So controlling the signals coming from the SCADA system or PLC system, slightly away from it, LER, local equipment room, or wellhead control panel is near the wellhead. So this is taking the action according to the situation. The main part of a wellhead control panel is a hydraulic power unit that consists of hydraulic pump, reservoir and accumulator. The components of wellhead control panel are described in the below section. Hydraulic pump. Hydraulic pumps are pumps distribute hydraulic fluid at necessary pressure to header. The necessary pressure determines the size and capacity of the pump to the wellhead, the distance from the panel to the wellhead, and delivery time. The process control system, which is either a PLC or a SCADA, controls the motor. Oil reservoir. Oil tanks provide the required oil supply to the hydraulic pump. Strainers are utilized at the outlet of the tank to ensure clean oil passes through the pump. Also, a retain line from the valves is connected to the top of the tank, a retain line from the system. Accumulator. An accumulator is an energy saving device used to satisfy high pressure demand of the surface controlled safety valve, subsurface safety valve, or surface safety valve. Energy saving device. Accumulator is installed downstream of the hydraulic pump. It should be carefully sized to meet the pressure demand. The accumulator has two sections, the gas section and the hydraulic section. The gas section is usually charged with nitrogen, dry nitrogen gas, which is filled first. Then the hydraulic oil is filled into the accumulator, compressing the gas section. Where there is a demand of hydraulic power, the accumulator releases the oil, allowing the gas section to expand. This mechanism will allow fast discharge of hydraulic oil. Regulator. For each supply header, downstream oil headers are used and regulators are give them regulated pressure. High pressure ranges are handled by regulator, which are accompanied by a relief valve. Hydraulic circuit, the entire circuit. The hydraulic circuit consists of a control valve, surface controlled subsurface safety valve, and surface safety valve, hydraulic tubing, and a hydraulic supply header. That is the entire circuit. The hydraulic tubing equipment is selected according to the pressure need, that is high, medium, and low pressure requirement. The circuit contains a check valve, an isolation valve, tube, and tube fitting. A fusible plug is also employed in the hydraulic line for fire safety. Fusible, in case of fire, the fusible plug will melt to cease the hydraulic pressure, closing the wellhead valve. The well will automatically shut down. So hydraulic pressure is a indirect safety device, safeguard to identify the fire in the line. So it will melt, the plug will melt when the surrounding temperature increasing above a certain level. So it will automatically it will take action to close the corresponding connected valves immediately. Ultimately, the well also will shut down. Instrumentation interface, that is also very important. Measuring instruments are essential when it comes to controlling and safeguarding the wellhead activities. On the hydraulic header, pressure transmitters are installed to monitor valve operation, and the line status is relayed to the PLC controllers. Additionally, level transmitters are used to monitor reservoir level, oil level continuously. The wellhead control panel is linked to PLC SCADA system for central monitoring and control the wellhead. For ease of maintenance, troubleshooting and redesigning, a separate junction box should be used. Instrumentation shutdown system example: pressure alarm low or pressure switch low, pressure alarm high or pressure switch high, or even temperature switch also we can provide. Some of the wells are providing temperature switch as well, temperature alarm high or temperature switch high and high, and fusible plug for detection of fire. The instrumentation used for reading or monitoring or detection, flow recorder or indicator, pressure recorder or pressure indicator, or temperature recorder. Flow, pressure, temperature, both these three parameters are very important. The final element system, you can say DHSV or downhole safety valve. Downhole safety valve by using by hydraulic power. Master valve driven by hydraulic power. SSV surface safety valve driven by pneumatic power. Choke valve manually operated. Shutdown valve is installed in the flow lane of the well outside, slightly away from the Christmas tree. Shutdown valve. Valves are a part of which will receive command of the signal to be opened or closed from the wellhead control panel. Wellhead control panel is a control system. SSV, MV, DHSV, SDV are the part of that receive the output from the controller, while the PALL, PAHH, fusible plug are the input of the controller. That is important. The input is there, the output is there, the entire system is working. This is the entire idea or concept or design feature of the wellhead control panel. But don't imagine wellhead control panel like a PLC in general. A wellhead control panel discuss here it is used pneumatic or hydraulic power. Not PLC system. Some cases PLC system is entirely connected. Why wellhead control panel generally use pneumatic control? Because most of the gas wells far away location, so hard to find a source of energy as electricity. And generally wellhead control panel from gas well using the gas from the well itself as a source of pneumatic power. Sometimes the system, the production gas is immediately diverting using that system also we can consider for instrument gas. With the pneumatic power of the gas can also have hydraulic power, that is by install the hydraulic pump run by pneumatic power. That is also possible. Hydraulic power is used to run the valve actuator, which is relatively large power needs. Pneumatic power convert hydraulic power can become larger by using the pump. Thanks for watching this video. So in this video we discussed on wellhead control panel, which is a important safety system to monitor and control the entire wellhead operation and take necessary fail-safe action on in a emergency scenario. Thanks for watching this video. Definitely we will come back with another important video related to oil and gas operation. Have a good day.